Hey guys, Allison Gardner here, and I'm very excited to see you this fine Thursday day and talk about the application of declarations and affirmations. Now, as we talked about on Tuesday, which I would encourage you to go see that video if you haven't yet, I shared about how we use affirmations and declarations to strengthen our routine because sometimes as we're going along trying to develop new habits, trying to create new pathways in our brain really wants to revert to old habits because we've been living them according to them most of our lives. So when we use affirmations and declarations, we can start recharging, resetting our brain to accept new ideas and kind of boost our energy to try these new routines and to really become more of who it is that we want to be. I gave you some homework at the end of the last video, and that homework was to track your thoughts, both the truths and the lies for the last few days. If you've done it, fantastic, you are so ready for this video. If you haven't quite done as much as you'd like, just keep going, keep tracking, and the more truths and the more lies you have, the easier the application of this next step will be. So when you are going to apply declarations and affirmations in your life, pull out that piece of paper or that designated spot on your phone and look at the different things. Now, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is look at some of the truths and accept them for what they are. Your immediate response might be, oh, that's prideful, or I don't want to be a bad person and think too much of myself. In order for you to go places, you need to have confidence in yourself. And I can promise you that God, your higher power, whatever it is, perhaps the universe, whatever it is you subscribe to, gave you certain gifts and certain talents so that you can bless the world. There is something that you have that no one else can offer. Find it. Start looking for it. As you see bits and pieces of that come out in the truths, accept it and embrace it so that you can be ready to share it. Once you find those truths, be able to come right out and say, I am strong. I am powerful. Maybe you had a rough go of it the last year. Be able to say, I am healing. Maybe you're not quite at those points. There's a kind of different grades of declaration, and maybe you're still not quite at a place where you feel strong, or you feel powerful, or you feel able. Then you can also say, I am okay. And that is a beautiful place to start too. So first, accept those truths, claim them for all that they are, and start adding those to your routine. My personal favorite is I say them while I brush my teeth. Don't try and envision that because it'll probably look a little scary, and maybe don't look at yourself in the mirror as you say your declarations while you brush your teeth. But you know you're going to be brushing your teeth every morning and every night, and if you're really on top of your tooth game, you're also going to be brushing them in the middle of the day. So consider adding those in while you brush your teeth so that you can start strengthening your core. This is a way to strengthen your mental core. And if you're at all into exercise, then you understand you have to have a strong core to be able to have the stamina and endurance to build and to get better. So this is your way to build your mental and emotional and spiritual core. Then, now is the time to do maybe the part you're not the most excited about, but it is incredibly powerful. Look at the lies. You've written them down, you hopefully have accepted that they're not true. You are way more able than the negative voices in your head want you to believe. You do a much better job than the negative voices in your mind want you to believe, and people like you for the most part, unlike the voices in your head want you to believe. So write down those things on a different sheet of paper. So write down those lies on another piece of paper, and then I want you to draw a line down the middle of your paper. And I want you to write truth on the other side. So we are going to reverse engineer the lies that you've been hearing. Take this first lie. The one that I've been hearing a lot lately is, you don't matter. Ooh, that one kind of burns a little bit. So I'm gonna have you don't matter on one side of the paper, and I am going to put on the other side of the paper my first truth. I do matter. Because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Your opponent, the adversary, opposition in general, wants to go against the things that are true. It's not going to attack lies. It wants you to think that you're bad because it really knows that you're good. It wants you to think that you are poor or you are not well off in certain areas to keep you from the things that will become your greatest strengths. So for me right now, the voice that says you don't matter, on the other side, I'm going to say I do matter, comma. Because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, but 1 minus 1 is 0. So right now on my paper, I have one lie, I don't matter, and I have one truth, I do matter. They cancel each other out. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you leave empty space in your brain, generally the negative stuff shows up. So I'm going to invite you to fill your mind with good things. So for me, I'm going to write, I do matter. And then next to it, I'm going to put, I am powerful. And the next thing that I'm going to put on it is, I have great hair. Okay, one, I'm just at this point in my life when I really love my hair. In just about any style, I do it. If you have seen pictures of me 5 years ago, generally I had a bit of a sad look on my face because I didn't. But now I'm finally in a place where I love it. And so for me, I want to put something on the end of that, that one, I feel, and two, by adding a quality about myself, I am strengthening not only my inner core, but I'm strengthening my perception of myself. So my new declaration that I'm going to tell myself is that I do matter, I am powerful, and I really should say, it's obvious that I love my hair, so I should really just say I have great hair. So when that lie comes into my head, I don't matter, I can stare that lie down right in the face and I can say, I do matter, I am powerful, and I have great hair. Now you may still be wondering a little bit why that third one. It's because for these things to really stick and for us to really have confidence, we need to be confident about the body we're walking around in. And by putting 3 in, not only is it, instead of 1 minus 1, it's now 1 minus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So for every lie that's going around in your head, you now have 2 extra truths to combat that lie. I am so excited for you guys to try this out. If you have any questions about this, if you'd like a written diagram, please let me know. I will gladly send it to you. And I want to hear how this is going for you. What lies are going on in your head that you want to get rid of? I would love to help you find the truths for you that will help empower you reach for your goals. Now remember, add this to your routine to make your, 1, to make your routine more powerful, and 2, to help strengthen your mental core so that you can keep reaching for your goals even when old habits or opposition kick in. I look forward to seeing you on the bright side, on the flip side towards the brighter life, and excited to see you next week when we talk about how to get rid of emotional garbage. I promise you don't want to miss it. Bye!